Hey, thank you so much for tuning in to a new episode of Cut to Movies with Vivek and Viru. Just before we dive in, we'd like to give you a disclaimer that this episode is filled with spoilers. So please do watch the film first, unless, of course, you don't have an issue with spoilers, in which case,
Hello and welcome to another episode of Cut 2 with Vivek and Viru. And today we are in France with an extremely weird film. It actually won the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival and got the royal snub at Academy Awards. Vivek, tell us about it.
yeah, so we are about to discuss Julia Ducournau's Titane. It made a splash at Cannes last year at the festival. Now, I don't know if this is going to make sense, but the main character has a car fetish and she gets impregnated by a car. And what happens next is beyond bizarre and horrifying in many parts. What is deemed to be a body horror film, this one will make you uncomfortable. You might even look away from the screen many a times, like I did. And it will also leave you with a big what the fuck in the end. So let's discuss. Viru, I think the most weirdest
Right.
film I've seen in a long time.
Absolutely. I mean, I had heard about this film, of course, and because it won the award and all,
Yeah.
सोचा देखते हैं. And of course, it came on Mubi, and I felt, yeah, it's a great opportunity to watch this film. And this director's first film is also supposed to be extremely weird, raw.
Right.
And though I've not seen it, but I don't know if I should watch it after watching this one. If I'll be able to watch it or not. I mean, it made me cringe or made me look away a lot of times. In fact, लाइक स्क्रीन से देखकर मैं सिर्फ वो सुन रहा था वो नॉइज सिर्फ उसके जो साउंड इफेक्ट्स को सुन के ही आई वाज लाइक फीलिंग कि ओ शिट व्हाट इज हैपनिंग एंड आई मीन या इट्स वियर्ड टू अनदर लेवल बट आई डोंट नो आई मीन आई वाज ट्राइंग टू फिगर व्हाट वाज द होल like what was the director trying to say while watching the film. I was just trying to imagine what is this character and why this whole relationship with titanium and cars, and as soon as she gets fitted with titanium in her head, she develops this attraction towards cars. And then she has sex with a car and she gets impregnated, and end में मैं सोच रहा था कार ही बाहर निकलेगा.
Same. I thought like a Hot Wheels toy car would come out.
And that would have been like the cherry on top of the cake.
Yeah.
But I was trying to figure that out, but I don't know. I mean, I still don't know, because yes, there are some things about female rage, about how men objectify them and all of that. वो है, but then उसमें ये कार कहाँ से आ गई बीच में is I didn't get it. What about you?
One, the entire movie watching experience was quite difficult and provocative. So that was very disturbing. Thankfully, I was not in the movie theater while watching it. I could kind of pause it, look away, look out for some time, and then kind of go back to the movie. But after the movie ended, I was reading a lot about the film, like how the hell this film has become such a rage. And that's when I kind of discovered this subgenre of horror that's called body horror.
Right.
I was not aware of this subgenre of horror. But then I found out that even like David Lynch's Eraserhead,
Right.
And a lot of other films like her previous film Raw, all of those fall under the whole body horror genre, which includes a lot of mutilation, psychologically disturbing images of something happening to the human body, which also includes zombification and all of that. So
Right.
I just realized that perhaps if I would have given that disclaimer that hey, this is a body horror film, and now that I know, I'm not going to I don't think I'll be able to watch another film that has the same genre. So I also didn't understand, but overall, like the thematic was around unconditional love. That is one thing that I think
That's
you get right from the start till the end. Like this girl was looking for someone to kind of accept her the way she was after even in the first scene, it feels like she is not being loved by her father, and she finds true love with the car. Perhaps that the car saved her in a way. But then when it goes into the bizarre of her kind of having the fetish for a car, and then then her getting impregnated by the car. So yeah, it just I mean, yeah, it's something that I haven't watched. Yeah, sure, but I don't think I'll be able to invest again in a body horror film. I think that's my takeaway from these 2 hours
I
of
think
watching
ये
this.
डेविड क्रोननबर्ग का like favorite
Yeah,
genre है.
yeah,
He makes body horror, and
yeah,
yeah, it's something which is difficult to watch, and you should have the craving to watch one, or
yeah.
the stomach to watch one. तो वो एक है. Yes, it has a little bit of body horror and all of these weird themes, but like in the second half, like you were saying, right,
Hmm.
when the
Hmm.
Vincent character comes in of, and she pretends to be his son,
Yeah,
वहां से
yeah.
it kind of changed a little. Like the first half is more like a psychopath killer
Hmm. Killer.
who
Yeah,
is not loved by her
yeah,
parents, and
yeah,
turns out to be this unfeeling person without emotion who can kill at the drop of a hat. And in the second one, it kind of turns, because ek to she understands that she's trapped in a place where she can't do anything about it. All of these hyper masculine men, एकदम ऐसे,
yeah,
हाँ, the
yeah.
firemen who are there, एकदम epitome of masculinity वाले में zone में है, जहाँ पे she can't like kill even, because she doesn't have that much strength or power to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And उसके बाद she finds like unconditional love, and
Hmm.
then it becomes more like a melodrama or a drama than
Hmm.
the psychotic first half.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
feels like two films in one film. Of
yeah,
course, there are, the body horror and all that still remains. I mean, वो contortion और वो जो अपना body को male body में convert करती है हर बार, वो जब वो लगाती है plastic. Oh my
yeah.
God, वो sound से ही ऐसे लगता है, oh shit, what is going to
Exactly.
happen?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I liked Vincent a lot. मतलब मेरे को उसका मतलब the actor, the way he
Hmm.
has done it, और उसका arc भी काफी interesting था.
Hmm.
Like there is the psychopath who's the main character, but Vincent का arc seemed a little more complete.
Hmm.
Uh, and because usko he's lost a child,
Yeah,
then he's looking for that love again, and he can do anything for it. And then he knows, starting say, I think somewhere deep down he knows that it's not
his
his
son.
son,
Yeah,
but then even then he's like trying to make it work. And
yeah.
then she also kind of realizes that when she actually runs away and then she comes
Hmm.
back,
Hmm.
that she realizes कि यार ये एक ही बंदा है जो मेरे को प्यार करता है. And
Yeah,
in this world there are these men who are out there to whatever exploit me, but this guy is actually there to, he's saying that I love you unconditionally, so that's why
yeah.
she goes back to him. वो वाला part अच्छा लगा. End में of course the fact that he accepts the baby with that titanium titanium क्या बोलते हैं, backbone,
Yeah.
spine, sorry. तो वो उसका मतलब उसका आर्क थोड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है.
Yeah. I particularly liked the scene between the both of them when they go for a rescue attempt, and
हाँ,
he actually tells her to give a CPR to
करेक्ट.
the old woman, and he does it like it's a comical relief in the middle of all of this mess where he says, "Sing with me, Macarena," and then they
Yes,
do
yes.
the CPR.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that moment a lot, and I think the movie could have been so much more like that. But of course, I mean, she was not going for that emotion. But I would have been able to enjoy the movie much more if it was those kind of moments where it's healing for the girl as well as
well as
the
yeah.
man or the father. as opposed to it being this really weird, world that she had created, which was, again, as I'm saying, ऐसी कभी picture देखी नहीं है. So yeah, it is good to make something which is absolutely different, but it was very difficult to stomach. Yeah, some of the scenes, like when she was in the when she was in the public washroom trying to break her face
Break
or
her face. Oh my God. Oh,
I couldn't watch that scene. I couldn't watch that scene because it, like you were saying, right? That tape लगाने से पहले जो sound आता है, that tells you that, you know, it's going to be difficult to watch. Similarly here, when she looks at herself in the mirror and she punches herself once, twice, and then, oh fuck, she puts her face on that sink.
edge,
You
edge
know,
of the.
oh
Oh
God,
shit.
you know what's gonna happen, and I couldn't watch it. And what a performance by that girl, yeah. And
Yeah, yeah.
apparently she's like a model who this is her first
Yeah, yeah.
movie. So,
Absolutely. I mean, and I was just checking this other guy, Vincent, is actually Vincent only, and
अच्छा,
he's like a very उसका नाम actually में भी Vincent है, but इस film में भी Vincent है character, and
okay.
that guy is a veteran actor, and
Ah,
he was like also saying कि it was great to work with this girl because she was new, she was raw, she didn't know
yeah,
anything about the process of acting, so everything came very
naturally.
natural and raw
Yeah, yeah.
and sometimes unexpected, and wo unexpected mein he was enjoying the whole process and he was enjoying the performance and he was
Mm,
like feeding from her because kya hota hai, after a while when you are like a very veteran actor then
mm,
everything becomes like a process and nothing is unexpected, like वो अपना उसका पहले से दिमाग में सोच के रखा है ये करना है ये करके निकल गया, बट जब उसके साथ वो कर रहा था तो वो अनएक्सपेक्टेड चीजें देख रहा था एंड देन ही वाज लाइक एंजॉयिंग एंड दैट वाज या अमेजिंग, आई मीन वो उसने जो परफॉर्मेंस किया है, इनफैक्ट द फिल्म इज एक्चुअली like most French films, it's like a work piece of art also.
mm,
Like
mm.
कैमरा मूवमेंट स्टार्टिंग का जो वो सीन है जिसमें वो चल के जाती है वो कार शो में,
Yeah,
the how the camera follows her
yeah,
and you see the whole setting of though that hyper masculine अपना fast and furious setting, right?
yeah, yeah.
Comically that is also about cars and family, this is also about cars and family.
It is
But
really funny. In many films like these, I try to kind of find the meaning behind what was the director trying to say. Like, for instance,
हाँ
why were people bleeding white? You know,
हाँ,
and I
and she
was
was bleeding black.
so, but why were they bleeding white? And again, that was one example. Second, of course, why was like her choices of killing people. For instance, the guy who was trying to molest her. Okay, you can understand that she killed him, but
हाँ,
that scene where she locks the door of her parents when she sets the house on fire. I
yeah,
mean, what
yeah.
the fuck? Some of her actions or decisions were not even like fathomable. Like, you know, you're like, Arey,
So
but
yeah, yeah.
what is? Yeah.
No, so actually she's a psychopath, and I mean
Mm,
the director wanted to throw us off in the first scene. So
mm,
what happens is obviously she's like introducing us to this whole world of hyper masculinity and this whole car wala jo hota hai
yeah.
and objectifying women. वो
Yeah.
सब है, right? And the
Yeah.
fact that women can't walk in dark spaces without actually looking back over their shoulder and seeing कि अगर कोई है भी कि नहीं, right?
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
fact that there is a predator behind her,
Mm, mm,
and वो जो है वो that's all a setup, and then the tables kind of turn where she kind of kills him and then you realize that she's not done it for the first time, then you realize कि यार ये तो मतलब जो जिसको हम लोग prey सोच रहे थे is actually the predator, right? And वो क्योंकि the way she disposes the body and all of that, you know that she's done it multiple times
yeah.
and not this is not the first time, like if she would have killed him to save herself, but यहाँ पे नहीं है, ऐसा मारती है फिर बाद में she's done with it, she knows what to do with the body. तो yeah, it was a like a googly start,
Yeah.
googly start है वो, हाँ जो डायरेक्टर ने कॉन्शियसली किया होगा, and
Uh,
then you realize that she's a psychopath and then she goes on a comical killing spree at one place, and then of course I mean for the rage against her parents I didn't understand because in the first scene I feel as if the kid is an annoying kid yaar in the car,
yeah.
यार वो चलाने का कोशिश कर रहा है बेचारा और ये
Yeah.
उसको पीछे से लात मार रही है. I didn't get
Yeah.
that. Of course, it's like an underlying thing कि the father and the mother don't care too much for
Care
her.
too much. Yeah, I mean that also, even if you kind of give it as a benefit of doubt that she's not got a great upbringing, etc. But however, that is not pretty much established between her and the mother. Like she hates her father for sure.
Yeah.
But her hate for the mother is not really established. And but when she kind of locks both of them in the room and she set the house on fire, it is a bit. Even if you're a psychopath, I thought
Hmm.
it came all of a sudden at you without you expecting something like that is going to come in. I mean, maybe because by then it felt like this character now can do anything. Like anything can happen in this movie.
Right.
You cannot expect anything going the way you would kind of think about.
And the interesting thing is वो fire से वो अपने parents को मतलब she kind of destroy or kills them or whatever.
Yeah.
And the fire is the same thing that gets her to this man who's like a firefighter.
Mm.
And the other fact, I mean, Vincent का मैं जो दूसरा एक वो सोच रहा था कि वो जो Vincent also like maybe he's regretting the fact that he didn't accept his son the way he was.
The way
Like
he
वो जो
Right.
album में देखते हैं
Right.
that kid
Yeah.
wearing the gown, right? Maybe he was so masculine in his ways. He's like, ये मेरा son ऐसे नहीं हो सकता, and that's why the son ran away or something.
Yeah.
And then later he's willing to, like, you realize from that कि वो I've lost my son because of the stupid thinking. And then later he accepts anyone or any, like, him or her, whoever, to be his son. And he really doesn't care. He's willing to show that same love and affection. And at end, maybe, of course, he accepts that whole titanium boy or girl or baby.
No, even when he steps into the washroom and he sees her and he says that whoever you are, I will, I will accept you the way you are. And I think at that point of time also, it is quite clear that he is going to be very much accepting of who she
उसके
is.
wife भी वही बोलती है.
Yeah.
I mean, whoever you are, just like take care of him. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, there are a lot of different themes wrapped in all this body transformation and, like you were saying, body horror. And not many people can stomach it.
Yeah.
But if you can, I mean, then there might be something very interesting and something that, like, what you have not seen, you don't generally get to see, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Music भी काफी interesting है. I mean, the background score and the music that is used and the lights basically powerful. And the lighting in the film, यार, जो places बनाया और जो उसमें lighting है, like even when people are dancing and when this guy actually जो Vincent होता है वो injection लेता है and he turns into this Hulk, तो वो red color में उसका body veins वगैरह, I mean, वो सब है जो makeup है, like the body पे उसके जो the female, the main character protagonist का जो Andrea का जो body का वो दिखता है, जो lines and all that makeup, I think heard her interview and she was like 6 घंटा लगता था उसको वो I mean सिर्फ get up करने को every day.
Oh, I thought it was just a body bag that she must be kind of zipping into.
नहीं, वो सब करते थे वो, और उसका जो head का वो पूरा transformation था, nose and all that. He used to take like, so I mean, ये सब चीजों के लिए, and I think for the shock value, maybe you can give it a try.
Yeah, you should.
It's difficult. It's difficult for us also. I mean, I can't watch it again, or I would not watch body horror like you. मेरे को भी मुश्किल होगा देखने को और कोई फिल्म.
Yeah, man. I mean,
डेविड क्रोननबर्ग से तो मैं बहुत दूर भागता था पहले से. एक ही पिक्चर मैंने द फ्लाई वगैरह देखी थी उसके बाद मैं मतलब ज्यादा कुछ देख नहीं पाया.
I mean, of course, if people are looking for something that they've never seen before, if that's their clear brief to themselves that this is the kind of film you want to watch, then definitely they should go and watch this film, because ऐसी film देखी तो नहीं है life में. But it's not easy. Definitely not easy to watch.
Yeah, and it's on Mubi, so it's not easy that way as well. You can watch it only if you have the movie subscription. But yeah, Mubi has a lot of interesting films. So if you can get a membership, do watch. आजकल तो वो हम लोग पहले भी बोले थे प्राइम वगैरह पे इट्स लाइक कितना सस्ता. I paid so much for it and now it's become so सस्ता. So,
yeah, via Prime you can get a huge discount. So definitely you can kind of try it out. And I mean, a lot of films that we've kind of discussed, we are from Movie as well. Like About Love, one of our favorite films,
Yes,
is from
yes.
Movie. So there's
and air conditioner.
that those kind of films you can watch again. That's no
Yeah,
problem, even if it didn't make sense.
Yeah, a short film that became a long film.
Oh my God. Yeah, but between Air Conditioner and Titane, which one would you recommend to people? Like if they come and ask you, like, because Air Conditioner also is a kind of a film which no one has seen before.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll still probably will tell them to give Titane a shot.
Titane, huh?
I don't know about air conditioner.
Correct. Same. Air Conditioner would put them to sleep, perhaps. Like this one at least would just jolt and wake you up at every
it's not
turn.
boring in any way.
Yeah, it is not. It isn't. Correct. Yeah.
Watch it and let us know how, if you could watch every scene without like flinching or shutting your eyes, let us know.
Yeah.
And if we have missed some deep meaning in this film, do let us know as well. Follow us on various channels and on Spotify, because it is Vivek.
Because it's India's fastest growing movie podcast.
and let us know if we should watch any other film.
Yeah, please send us your records, and if we find them interesting, we'll get you on the show.
All right, bye.
Bye.